Welcome back. 6:17, turning to this morning's trending topics, and not a good story for Johnny Depp's puppies, right?
You heard about that?
Yeah.
That's an absolute mess. Poor Johnny Depp. I know, his pup's on the chopping block. His Yorkie, puppies named Boo and Pistol, could be euthanized by Australian authorities. That's bad. Depp took them to Australia while he's shooting the next Pirates of the Caribbean, but he didn't follow travel rules, and if they aren't removed from Australia, they could be put to death. A man is busted because of his choice in a designated driver after he had way too much to drink. Dude, really? He let his 15-year-old daughter take control of the wheel. His daughter promptly responded by hitting another vehicle, and police say he told her, just leave the scene, it's all good. She has a learner's permit. It'll be a rough couple of weeks. And a father called 911 from a train headed to Boston. The man, you're not going to believe it, left his baby in his car on accident. Luckily, the baby's fine. The father said he went on autopilot after he dropped off his first child, but came to his senses while he was on the train to work. Poor guy. Let's take a look at our GMO question of the day. Research found this makes people nicer to each other. What is it? Is it A, smiling, B, the smell of coffee, just the smell of coffee, C, laughter, or D, a gift? Keith, Aaron?
A gift always works with me. You give me something and I always feel,
You feel a little bit better?
Yeah, I feel better, yeah.
All right. Well, Keith costs money. For me, it's just a smile.
I'm with Keith. I'm going to stick with money. We're going to find out if we're 3 for 3. We'll come back here in about 15 minutes or so with you.
But we'll also be back with Clint's forecast. It's 6:19.
I'm always surprised when people find out they're pregnant and they didn't know.
It always shocks me, too. Everyone has some sort of story about where or when you were born, right? But what about in a plane? A 23-year-old woman says she didn't even know she was pregnant until she gave birth on a flight to Japan. They were just over Russia. She says she felt something fall out.
What?
I'm not making this up. Her boyfriend said, I can't believe we have a kid. They named the baby Chloe. Chloe is the 18th most popular baby name. In case you're wondering, you can find out the popularity of your name by decade on Time Magazine's website. They match the names by popularity. For example, Keith is the 39th most popular name during the Civil War. So today, we'll take the 39th most popular name and we'll call you Hunter.
I like that.
With the same process, we're going to change your name, Aaron, to Natalie.
Natalie.
And Clint Boone will become River Boone. Going with most popular names. There you go. Weather coming up with River in a moment. Our Facebook question of the day, we wanted to know. Research found this makes people nicer to each other. What is it? Is it A, smiling? That's what Aaron said. B, the smell of coffee. C, laughter. Or D, a gift. Keith and I said gift. The actual answer is the smell of coffee. That's all it takes to make you feel better and make people nicer. The smell of coffee.
Really? I guess I don't have to worry about coffee breath anymore.
There's something about coffee. I think just being out camping, too, that smell wakes you up, makes you feel good. So, yeah, It's got to be the answer.
Take it.
By that token, pork on a grill will also do the same thing.
There you go.
Any kind of bacon product.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, we're going to check in with Clint right now and get a look at the weather.
You mean River.
Excuse me,
Yes.
River.
Welcome back to Good Day Tulsa. The Tulsa Children's Summer Theater Program helps introduce a lot of kids to theater that may not have otherwise been able to go. And this year, they're presenting Disney's Aladdin Jr. To learn more about it, we're talking with our friend Laura Cowan this morning, the musical director for the Children's Musical Theater. This summer, it's a big deal. Laura, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am pumped. Your shows are coming. It's almost time. You've been working. How long have you been working with these kids?
Well, we've been working about the past 5 weeks. We open this Wednesday, and so it's about a 6-week run from our auditions that we held until now.
I'll tell you what, working with children, I had a chance to work with some of those, like Footloose, and with a lot of the children actors. One thing I noticed, one, they sing better than me by a long shot. 2, they're far more talented. And 3, when it comes to blocking, they just seem to get it. They seem to get the set, whereas the older folks, so you're like, no, you go there. The kid's like, I'll be here. They get it. It's pretty cool working with them.
They do. It's great working with these kids. We have a really talented cast. Over 100 kids auditioned, and we ended up with about 43 kids that we're working with, and I think that they all have done a fabulous job preparing, and you're right, they're really adaptable and fun to work with.
Plus, you're making a memory for these kids that not only is it a memory, but it's a memory of a journey where they put work in to see the final reward, which is a heck of a teaching process in the end.
Absolutely. And it's so fun teaching them and seeing them grow from when they first get their script until now when they're ready to perform.
When can I see these performances?
Well, like I said, we open Wednesday, this Wednesday, July the 29th at 7 o'clock. And we have shows Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evening, as well as 2 matinees on Saturday and Sunday.
Double matinees on Saturday and Sunday?
Yes.
Wow, you have a girl, your work, that's impressive. Double matinees,
Yeah.
That's very cool. Tell me about who we're going to hear sing here in a minute.
This is Amelia Contreras, who is playing Jasmine in our production, and Dylan Harmon, he's playing Aladdin. They'll be singing A Whole New World for us.
All right, you pumped about this? Like, you guys are ready to get on stage. You've trained enough. You're tired. Like, I don't want to train anymore. I'm ready to do it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You ready too?
Yes.
That's a cool lid right there. All right. I heard you got married during the story, too. That's very good. He gets
Yes.
married during the story?
Yes, we do.
Good for you. Both of you?
Yeah, we
Like
get married,
together?
like to each other.
Oh, you're such a cute couple. Will you sing for us?
Yeah, we'll sing for
Okay,
you.
I'm going to go away. You sing for us, and then we'll tell you how to make sure you're at this performance. Y'all do good. All right, we got to go. They'll be good. We'll come back. On the full screen, you can see all the information. Make sure you get your tickets for this performance. These performances are only 29th through the 31st, August 1st and 2nd, so you're running out of time. Call 918-595-7777.
Live from Tulsa's Channel 8, this is Good Day Tulsa.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Good Day Tulsa. Clint Boone alongside one of the hardest working guys around, Bud Ford. You did almost every single newscast yesterday doing the weather and everything else, and he's back with us this morning for Good Day Tulsa.
Listen, you're wound up today. I'm excited about the day because Clint is in rare form. He's dropping one-liners like they're coming, pow, pow, pow. I'm like, okay, let's go. It's going to be a good day.
It must be the Red Bull I had this morning.
Maybe.
I played tennis late last night, got a few hours sleep, so a little bit of Red Bull and I go a little crazy. So.
Yeah, we're going back down on the Red Bull from here on out. You and your kids can be having fun while getting into better shape every Wednesday night. If you've not heard of Wednesday Night Flyers before, give me just a few minutes. You're going to love it. We'll be talking with them and discussing their great program in just a little bit.
And it's the middle of summer, so you've probably been wearing flip-flops a lot. But that could be more dangerous than you realize. Today we'll be talking about some of the dangers of wearing the seemingly harmless flip-flops.
And there's a cool exhibition going on this Saturday at the workshop at Made. It's local artist Tyler Thrasher's Prima Materia. It's opening, and he's going to be showcasing all kinds of amazing crystallized sculptures. We'll have more on that. That will surely be a breathtaking display of crystal artwork. I was just spending a little time with him, and I learned a lot about alchemy. We're going to talk about that as part of that in just a few minutes.
Very good. Very
cool.
good. Let's go ahead and check in with Aaron, who is at the Renaissance Hotel this morning for the wedding show. We got a cute little baby there.
Welcome back to Good Day Tulsa. Getting your child involved in a biking club will not only be fun for them, but can introduce them to a lifelong passion for a very healthy activity. And here with us this morning, just such a club, is Tanner Colbreth, along with his son Isaiah. And with more information on the Wednesday Night Flyers, Tanner, tell me a little bit about the Wednesday Night Flyers.
The Wednesday Night Flyers ride is a ride specifically geared for kids. The Wednesday Night ride has been going on in Tulsa for since I've been here, so longer than 15, maybe 20 years. And awesome. We decided to fold in an aspect for junior riders or for young kids to kind of get, I guess, more of our youth on bikes and keep growing the sport.
I tell you, I've lived here for 3 years now, and I've never lived in a community where bicycling was such a mainstay. I mean, from Crybaby Hill to just driving down. If you're driving through downtown, there's a lot of folks that may come by you in a bicycle with their cool helmets on and their real tight shorts and their water on their back. I mean, everybody's just rolling. I mean, it's a big deal here.
Yes, it is. It's huge. I think just that the trail systems, Turkey Mountain, like you said, Tulsa Tough, some of the big events that go on in Tulsa help to really enhance that and increase that community.
Now, Isaiah, you how long you been bicycling?
Maybe since I was little, just.
Since back in the day?
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Since you were about 1, we got him a little Strider bike when he was 1.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Whenever I was 1, yeah.
So now you've learned, with these Wednesday night rides, you've learned the safety, all the safety rules about which side of the road to be on and how to do all your hand signals and making sure that you wear your helmet in case you bust your noggin. I mean, you got all those things are important. You've learned them all. Very cool.
That's one of the aspects we try and teach as well.
Just since my dad's a big fan of riding in.
You didn't have a choice, did you?
Well, I did one time.
But you don't now.
Right.
That's very cool. So you go to all the Wednesday nights?
Yeah, sometimes, but sometimes I just skip them.
Sometimes if he has stuff going on or he's got to stay home because he's tired, but yeah, try and get him out as much as possible. Still want him to enjoy it. So.
And it's a free ride, right?
Absolutely, totally free. Yep. And like I said, we try and teach a lot of those aspects: safety, riding predictably, things like that. Which side of the road to stay on, to not only look for traffic but listen for traffic, so that kids can be prepared to ride in those circumstances when they get older.
Yeah, there's a lot of bumps and bruises come from landing a bicycle on the pavement.
Yeah, I've did that before at where did
You
I do
crashed
it?
last night.
Last night you crashed?
No.
No?
Where was it really? Where was it?
I don't know.
The big one, the horrendous one.
The one where you crashed on your face? In Colorado, he crashed, skinned his face pretty good.
Face.
Oof.
Yep.
That's a learned lesson very early. You cannot stop your bike with your face. They're equipped with brakes for a reason.
That's
Yeah, it's cool.
I was going on the big track, and I'm like, and there was a turn, and I thought it was a ramp for a second, and then I ramped it, and I went on my face.
Yeah.
Oh boy, yep, no stopping with your face. Now let me ask you a question. Did the kids get a chance to race? I know kids, when they get together, they tend to like to race a little bit. On Wednesday night, do they get a chance to do that?
They race each other on Wednesday night for sure, but then we also try and include the local races. Like we had a lot of kids that went over to Oklahoma City for the Pro-Am, a lot of kids that were in Tulsa Tough. Some kids race. There's lots of local opportunities for racing.
Also, we will race each other on the
trail?
On the trail and on the grasslands, like if they have a cross bike or something like that.
Sounds like a good time. The Oklahoma Flyers Wednesday night ride. It's 5:30 p.m. and it's on Wednesdays now through September 30th. The weather's going to be perfect. West parking lot, right by the River Parks Amphitheater. If you get a chance, South Jackson Avenue and West 21st Street. Sounds like a good time for the kids. Find them on Facebook. Isaiah, Mr. Tanner, thank y'all for coming in. Good luck with the ride. Be safe. Face up. That's the drill. Clint, you've got some big deals going on with flip-flops too. Save us.
Yeah.